Hey guys, this is my butter chicken recipe. First things first, you're going to need to take your chicken and chop it into small bite-sized pieces. I personally like them kind of big because why not? Don't question my choices. Second, you're going to need to chop up some garlic or make it into a paste, or you can also buy some garlic or ginger paste from the store. But I like kind of chopped up garlic, so I chopped up some garlic. This cool machine thingy. Anyways, then I'm going to go in with my ginger. And this is to season the chicken, just so you know. And I'm going to go ahead and chop that up as well. And now to make it into a paste, you're just going to need to crush it now. Now that it's finally chopped, you're going to take it out onto your cutting board and crush it. The easiest way to crush this for me is to use a rolling pin, so that's what I'm going to do. It takes a while, it takes a minute, but that's okay. Now, if you're not able to put it in a paste, like I wasn't able to, or you can just let it be, because later on, we're going to put it in like a blender and everything, you know. Well, not this, but, you know, you'll see later on. Alright, so all you're going to need to do is just put it in the chicken as it is, you know, just a little bit, and save some for later, because you're going to need it in the masala, or gravy as you call it. So this is how it looks like right now. Now you're gonna need some red chili powder, or this red chili powder. You're gonna need 1 spoon of this stuff, this good stuff. A tablespoon, by the way, just to be specific. I like to add a little bit more. I don't know if you saw. Right here, this good stuff. This is just an extra. This is how it looks like right now. And then you're going to need some salt, a spoon. A little bit less than the red chili powder, but yeah. Salt. This is how it looks like right now. Now, you're going to need to marinate, now you're going to mix it, and then you're going to marinate the chicken for about 15 minutes. You can mix it with a spoon, or you can also use your hand. I'm going to use a spoon because I feel a little weird. Mix, mix, mix. Make sure every piece of chicken is covered with everything. Blip, blip, blip. Alright. There we go. I dropped a piece. That's okay. Alright, now that this is done mixing. Ooh, looks pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. It smells good. Alright, even though it's not good. Now you're gonna let this rest for about 15 minutes, and then you can come back to it and start doing the rest of the things. Alright, now it's been about 15 minutes that this chicken has been marinating, and to be honest with you, looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Now is the part where you're gonna start cooking this. Looks pretty good, right? You're gonna take a pan, this good old normal pan, right? Put your heat to medium hot. And you're going to get some oil and put about a teaspoon or 2 of oil in there. I put a teaspoon and a half. Just so it's healthy. Spread the oil around the pan. And let the pan heat up for a little bit. For this recipe that my mom taught me, and so did my grandma, you will know when the oil is ready if you drop a piece of ginger or garlic in it and it simmers. You know, it gets all fizzy around it. So, yeah. If your oil is taking too long to heat up, you can crank it up to high, and so that it heats up faster. But as soon as it heats up, you're going to need to wait about a minute or two for it to cool down a little bit, just so that the chicken doesn't burn. And yeah. I cranked mine up to hot because it wasn't because it wasn't heating up quickly enough. So, yep. Alright, now that the oil is ready, you can go ahead and put in your chicken. But before you put it in, just give it a nice mix, you know, just in case. Alrighty. And go in piece by piece. Make sure it doesn't overlap. Otherwise it won't cook. You can use your hands. I'm using a spoon. Alright, now that you put your chicken into your pan, you're gonna put just a little drizzle of olive oil, just a couple of drops, just for the sake of it. I don't know why you do this, but you do it. Don't ask me why. Not my recipe. Make sure your chicken doesn't burn, or your masalas, like chili powder and stuff like that. Like, it can start burning pretty quickly. And when you see some smoke coming out of them, just make it to a little low heat, you know? Or if your pan got too hot, just move it off the stove. But mine didn't get that hot, so I'm good. Alright, I flipped it. And yeah. I'm gonna wait for the other side to cook. And by this point, as soon as one side is done, you want to actually like turn your heat to low or even off if your pan got too hot. And you know, let the inside cook a little bit. And if your pan doesn't get, you know, it's a little different, you can cover it up so that like it can cook more better, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I'm pressing down on some of the pieces because I feel like the inside is not quite cooking. And yeah, my chicken is almost done, but make sure it's not all the way done, like, because it's gonna go back in the pan with the gravy and everything. But make sure it's not too raw as well. Like, yeah, just make sure it's not too raw, because then just be raw, you know, even when you try and eat it. If you feel like your chicken is not cooking from the inside, crank up the heat, or just put like a cut in it and flip it on the cut side. Now while your chicken is cooking, the bowl that you had your chicken in before, you're going to need to give that a little rinse because there was raw chicken in it, and you're going to transfer this chicken back into this bowl. So yeah, I'll be right back with that. Make sure your bowl after rinsing is nice and dry, just so that, you know, all the stuff doesn't wash off. My bowl is now dry. Oh, missed a spot. Now it is dry. And my chicken is looking pretty cooked, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna move this. And now my chicken, I think I'm gonna let my chicken simmer for about 2-3 minutes on low heat, and I'll be back to it. And yeah, transfer it to the bowl then. Alright, my chicken is now done. I'm going to turn off my heat and transfer it back into this bowl. Make sure none of it falls out. And